Hey, what is up guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over how to do Mage Bandos method. I only recommend this method for pures or Zerkers who currently don't have access to a tank. But if you have access to a tank, there's a lot of alternative methods that are more kill per hour. But that being said, let's get into the basics and enjoy the video. For the requirements, you need to complete Death Plateau quest. Super easy quest, only takes about 10 minutes. You also need to start the Troll Stronghold quest to access the area. You only have to go to the part where you kill Dad in the quest, and then you should have full access to the area. If this is your first time accessing the area, you're going to need a rope for the first time to go down the God of War's dungeon pit. You also need 70 strength to get to the door at Bandos, and also 43 prayers recommended in order for overhead prayers. In terms of drops, there's 5 main drops at Bandos. The Bandos chestplate, Bandos tassets, and Bandos boots are all 1 in 381 drop rate. Bandos chestplate at the time of this video is worth 28.5 mil, which is the most expensive drop. Bandos hilt is worth 13.7, and the Bandos tassets are worth 21.3. There's also a pet here, the pet General Grador, and the Bandos pet is a 1 in 5k drop rate. For my recommendations, I recommend at least 94 plus magic so you can cast Ice Barrage and Blood Barrage. I also recommend at least 2 people, but recommend 3 or 4 just because sometimes the magic isn't as accurate as it should be on Bandos. So it's recommended to have more people just so you can always catch that freeze. The Kodai wand really comes in handy just for, accuracy as well as water runes. Bones to Peaches also comes in handy at Bandos. The minions and the boss all drop bones, which you'll be able to turn into peaches, which will heal your health. You can also bring an imbued heart, which will boost your magic level to 109 if you're already 99 magic, and that really helps with accuracy as well as mage defense from the mage minion. So really recommend bringing an imbued heart if you can afford it. And lastly, you can bring in Volatile Nightmare Staff as well for doing some high DPS there at the end of the fight. And lastly, for the gear setups, you want to focus mainly on high DPS gear. You're not going to be taking much damage from the boss as you're going to be freezing the boss. So what you're going to focus on is high DPS. As far as the pure setup, I have full Elder Chaos Robes, Zami Imbued Cape, Occult Necklace, more Blessing as your Bandos item. We also got the Kodai Wand, Mage's Book, a Tormented Bracelet, Wizard Boots, and a Seer's Ring Eye. Inventory there, I also have a Sang Staff as well as a Volatile. For the Zerk setup, you just want to upgrade the robes, use a 3rd Age Mage Hat, Dagon High top, 3rd Age Mage bottoms, and then also Infinity Boots. The inventory is exactly the same. You also want to bring the Death Runes, Blood Runes, and Soul Runes inside of your rune pouch, just so you have access to that for Blood Barrage, and then you can use the Kodai for Ice Barrage as well. As far as getting to God of War's dungeons, it's actually super easy. All you need is to get redirection scrolls from Nightmare Zone. What you do is just redirect the teleport to Trollheim. Bring 2 in your inventory, just teleport there, and then just follow where I'm going in the video right here. You do need 70 strength or high agility levels in order to get through these obstacles here. So just pick whatever one you want to do, whatever is your highest one. Also, when you're heading into God of War's dungeon, make sure to protect from melee. Once you get inside God of War's dungeon, just make sure you go north and look for the goblins. If you're on Runelay, I recommend hitting shift and right clicking on the goblins and hit tag all. This way you're able to see all the goblins really easy in order to get KC. For Bandos KC, you just need to kill 40 goblins. Once you've killed 40 goblins, just look for a hammer. There'll definitely be one on the ground from one of the goblins that you killed. Pick up the hammer, go inside the door right at Bandos right there to the north. Drop an item, go back out and get the item that you dropped outside. Pick that up and then go back inside and then drop the hammer, and that's how you enter the room while still having all of your inventory slots without having to drop an item or waste that item slot. Finally made it to the boss fight. Now set your quick prayers to Mystic Might, Protect from Missiles, and Steel Skin. You can take the Steel Skin off after you get in, but for the first time, I definitely recommend having Steel Skin on just for that extra defense. Make sure you imbued heart and use an anglerfish before going in just so you have the most HP. After you're in, make your way to the corner. Each of your teammates that are with you should each grab a corner. After you're in the 4 corners, switch to your Kodai wand. cast Ice Barrage on Bandos to freeze it. Hopefully if there's more than, 3 people, you can hopefully catch that freeze. After that, switch to your Trident or Sangstaff and DPS the boss down. If Bandos comes unfrozen throughout the fight, just make sure to run away from him and refreeze him before he hits you. He can hit very high, so just make sure that you're keeping some distance from him. I'm going to show you another clip here, example kill, just so you guys can get a better understanding of the method. But after the boss is dead, basically just stack the minions on the ground there. Try to stack the melee and range on top of each other, and then just blood barrage them to heal. It's as simple as that, guys. Literally just ice barrage the boss and then DPS it down with a Sang. Once you get special attack, you can use your volatile nightmare staff as well if you want to spec it down. Make sure to use the altar every 10 minutes as well. But other than that, just stack them up. The brews are just kind of there in the inventory just in case you don't catch that freeze and Bando starts hitting really high on you. So those brews in your inventory are kind of just there as a emergency brew, just so you don't die. But always just good to have that there just in case, you take a lot of DPS. Lastly, I wanted to say the volatile staff here is sometimes a hit or miss. Like sometimes you might hit a 70 and then other times you might hit 20 zeros in a row. So it's really just all RNG based with the volatile staff. So it's not really a needed item, but just wanted to throw that in for you guys. Thank you for everyone for watching my first RuneScape guide. Really appreciate the support and all the subs recently, so thank you so much, guys. I also just ordered a new mic, so I should have a new mic starting next week. So I won't be recording on an iPhone anymore. But once again, thank you everyone for the support and looking forward to the next video. Have a great day.